Well, the Israeli defense minister has issued a total siege of the Gaza Strip, cutting off food, electricity, and fuel to over 2 million people. This after fighters from Hamas launched a surprise attack on Israel. The nation's military now saying it has regained control of its southern towns. Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman is here with the latest. Hey, Rick, what do we know so far?
Hey guys, obviously a horrifying development. Hundreds and perhaps more than 1,000 people dead, and this looks like it is going to be a new Middle East war that is going to last for some time. Now we've had Middle East wars before. The sort of relief to markets is that this does not directly impact markets. We did see a jump in the price of crude oil as this unfolded. That could last for a while. And now there are going to be many moving parts to this. You mentioned Iran. There's a question of how involved is Iran, since the group that prosecuted this attack on Israel, Hamas, is basically a proxy for Iran. So how involved is Iran? We're going to have a lot of speculation about that. We already do. There could be more activity to the north. There could be attacks on Israel from Lebanon in the north, so watch that. I think the main way to think about this at the moment is this is going to be a bloody mess for a long time. The U.S. obviously a staunch ally of Israel, so this is going to affect U.S. politics. And by the way, this all happens as the Republicans in the House of Representatives do not have a speaker yet. So this is going to be kind of a forcing function to get them to get their act together.
Eric, talk to us a little bit more just about the U.S. potential involvement here, what that looks like. We know that the U.S. is sending military planes and also ships closer to Israel today in show of support.
Right. I think it mostly will be weapons as they are needed. Yeah. Now, President Biden has said that for the moment, he has all the authority he needs and all the money is available or the weapons are available to give Israel whatever it might need. But this could also require some further congressional action. And this actually gets kind of interesting because one of the things the Biden administration was not able to get through Congress before the whole fiasco in the House last week was funding for Ukraine. Biden wants $24 billion for Ukraine, and that did not make it into those temporary funding bills. So that's a big question mark. It now seems like there's a possibility that if Israel does need something that requires legislation in Congress, that could actually be attached with something that would also provide funding for Ukraine. So that is one of the ways that the Biden administration might find opportunity in a chaotic and terrible situation. But there's broad support among both parties for Israel and Congress. So I think Israel is going to get everything it needs from the United States.
All right, Rick, thanks so much for really leading off the conversation here and continuing to track some of the developments as we are here as well. Yahoo Finance's own Rick Newman.